Hear me? I ask you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Looks good.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and... So, are you here to report the...
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all but...
No surprises there, those shifty...
Being an
Shouldn't you be...
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, but it seems as though this kind...
I'm afraid you'll be sore... I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
plant, every tendril.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a...
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning.
Of course, I find, for all we know, this...
I, for one, am not willing...
Was this the
Since you are aware of this...
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you.
How do two lunatics coexist?
Therefore, it seems that... What, then, is the intention behind your...
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you...
Then don't... 1-year-old. Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his droma stall to sleep?
That's enough.
How unusual.
Since this is a present that my sister gave...
So there are other members in your...
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memory. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you...
Oh, the black tide is...
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali.
This...
Indeed it was.
Oh, I remember that person.
Not only that, he also believed since all living things stem...
Anaxa? but this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act... Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove and...
Calm down, teacher. She's still not in the mortal realm. It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip. An equivalent exchange.
Oh, let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I'd never do something taboo ever again.
Since I was able to see her one last time, You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad...
I wish to continue.
Continue?
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the dead, I may have lost an eye. I have grasped the truth with my bare hand.
However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity. My story ends here.
Unfortunately.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned
Child of humanity.
Now I understand.
Not only that, you're the only one.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught. I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders.
It's finally time.
Carefully. The one who created the world. If you truly have...
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are...
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Welcome to the Demigod Council, esteemed
Lord Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard so much. Head of the new sport. Did I miss anything?
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is...
No need to be humble, my...
So...
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond as to your question of whether... And since you...
What break...
I don't deny it. After all, but now that you're an... I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world. Genius...
Welcome back to the hub of the Surely you remember this tiny... May the both of us carry out...
Oh my, 15 days and nights.
Using death to prove myself.
What strong conviction you have. As expected.
As expected.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the nut.
Well, you say that now, but surely...
You worry too much. She won't show her hand. As you're no doubt aware. You're well aware how valuable talk is cheap. So you'd better act prudent.
I understand. Let us decide how much we can secure. Continuing from the earlier, she is the second most experienced Chrysos heir. Admittedly, is there anyone present?
If Aglaia required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the... However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaia are only... Tell me, what are you willing to do?
Although the circumstances are rather... The Council of Elders needs more back. At the very least, I have...
In the name of Kefali, at this stage, the Council of Elders has vowed...
Surely you...
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of... As the Theoros, I have observed the...
Oh.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders...
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at... So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over...
You can do as she says. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as no. More like 2 at the next Citizens' Assembly.
Oh?
Is that of it? If Aglaya can seize me in full, is this the outcome that you wish to...
Fine. But you do best to unless, of course...
I've got to say...
Dying to know what I'm at.
I mean, I'm the reason...
Easy there. You'll learn the... I didn't bring it up with her. The true masters of Dawncloud.
Unexpected visitor. You know, I have no reason to...
You may not, but Kindness has. She's wary of me.
In my view, are you still willing to let him pass?
Yes, very much so. Oh. Please, go ahead. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where carefully Watts answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Go on ahead.
I have to admit.
Because I know I believe carefully will not do... It is my hope that you bring a much...
Is that all?
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawncloud.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time?
Well, I don't see how. And even though I've come this far...
I must be getting ahead of myself to be
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time. All right.
So the intellectual debate from...
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight.
Why? I know how far I can go.
Fine then. I guess I won't say...
Wait. Hey.
Huh?
Do we...
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip?
Yes.
It's on the Black Tide destroyed every...
How could that be even a creation of Georios?
Hey, Circes.
Nias? No, not that I remember.
I just saw him. Nias.
No, I have no...
Is a departed spirit?
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever...
Well...
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod.
Kaos. I've never heard of this person. Which type...
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub... Hey! Are you seeing that?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but... You're now talking about a certain...
Kaos?
Never mind. The souls of...
What? But... if those are the souls of the dead...
Beats me. For all I know, let's just keep going.
Know your limits.
Is that all?
Looks good.
Is that all?
So that's how it works.
I knew we had to climb a mountain, I
I guess this up.
keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting any.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff. I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me...
Calypso? She's one of the seven. No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the seven. Hey, Cersei's. Does the... They're gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself. Looks like I'm nearly there now. The land of the dead.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk.
We're here. Finally. So... Very well then. Let me uncover... So... I'm back here. I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides. This time...
Since we've come this far, let's just...
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos?
Yes. And we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been...
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos, and besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily.
That reminds me. Why are you making...
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are...
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation, the conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. But no, I will not do that, because another one of my conjectures, one fusing a mortal soul with that of a...
What are you... Is that so? I stood at this very spot. Don't read too much into it. You get what I'm saying, right? But there will always be... It's just... Yeah, there's no... In any case, what would... Have you forgotten that you're talking to...
Looks good.
You'll pay for this.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Troublesome.
Receive divinity.
Much obliged.
Time for an overhaul.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. I have something for you.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
You chose the wrong bloom. Repay.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Time for an overhaul.
Troublesome.
Receive divinity.
Much obliged.
Lend me your strength.
A moment's excitement, nothing more.
Show your courage.
Let's wait and see.
Is that all?
Really? Or you could sit back and... I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please.
Repay. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Lend me your strength.
Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Anyway, never mind that. This is new. Might yet. It is also... Oh? Let me have a look. Bide? Sure, go ahead. Anaxa often, perhaps, to him, it's a shame. That's... I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove? This is the Library of Philia. Other than books, we've had more than our fair share. Nice? No need to hold yourself. Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared.
There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akuma for reading after that. I can already see what... Why else would they call him the Are the Titans truly an... They marched him straight to the... So, what he took on in the end. The first allegation... Anaxa would have probably been spared. Needless to say, his critics didn't take...
You claim to be studying soul.
Anaxa always wears an eye. Every being in the world. Oh, thankfully, they had no way to prove one by one. It was only after a brief silence. Yes. By the way, this I'm talking about It's a well-kept secret. Even the administrators of the light with the grove in this state. This is the place, but materials for alchemical experiment? No, not even close. Not only are... Huh? That bookshelf over there seems... What's going on? Danny, look at... My biggest fear, Anaxa was carrying out. Yes, this is what he... Do you remember... That's right. Put yourself in his shoes. Exactly. No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the manuscript's detail... Like... what? No. He's after Kefali.
Sir, this sky above...
Of course not. This is just an image from... The day-night cycle has... Much like how the sky above...
So...
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know. Often people know more.
And they're just deluding themselves. We have already realized
so much time has...
Why? Because we'll face death.
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul... But above all else, my days are numbered. I can, sir.
I can do it for us. The time is...
You're right. I should go. Find out what we are. Become the one.
Child of you didn't go to such...
If I were as foolish as a Dromus.
Before such power...
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging wave... They call me a blasphemer, Xerxes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence as I see it.
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave...
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when the source of life is what I wish to grasp? To understand, thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that how then is a soul born? That was the only...
And by the sound of it, you have all...
No. I have already drawn a conclusion.
Professor Anaxa, I'm here. His life hangs by a thread.
Of course. I'll bring... However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and his... This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
I see.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove...
Before I begin, I must confess, as unrelated as these two propositions may seem, the reason I say this is as I've mentioned...
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. That's not all.
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event.
Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso.
Calypso?
Huh? Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to them. And surely you jest.
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your... Use your head, Xerxes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason they're like the living cannot step foot into that. The answer is evident. Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. Does this answer disappoint?
Yes, because...
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings...
I knew you, but it matters not.
You can...
Humans cannot return from the dead, but all we need to do is look at this. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it.
I have news from Hyacinth and Dan Heng. Anaxa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a sacrilegious act unfold?
That is no... He is indeed the great... No need for guilt, for this is good. What we should be doing now, being Akima's political still then.
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing...
It's been a while. What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort...
It has indeed been some time, Lord Krateros.
Shh! Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for kindness. I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a work...
My bad. So, did something happen?
Did you hear thunderclaps last... Hacker... What?
He's been through a lot lately, please pardon him.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife.
Watch out.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back.
You have my gratitude.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. Those lackeys she keeps undercut.
That's her.
Looks like you can...
We should get back.
By carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed.
Aglaya! What?
I know about the poisonous...
What
It is no longer about... This has come a lot sooner than...
Yes, this...
It is far easier. There is no glory in...
I appreciate what you...
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kephales's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat with... We didn't have a choice in the past, but now... The Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an eye?
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kainis. Please, enlighten.
Let the 3 Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend... Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorus, Idonia's god. With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise...
Aren't they Chrysos heirs?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaia is unfit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir.
Era Chrysia! Castorus? Why are you standing over...
You finally arrived, Anaxa. So have you.
Don't worry, Aglaia. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue? Tell me, dear Sid, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial...
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame-chased.
He's one of the 7 sages. Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the...
Remember what I previously said? Kephales's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens.
Oh? Could it be that you heard? Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed...
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to...
Era Chrysia! Yes!
This is bad. The masses are now totally...
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned...
Thank you, Lady Aglaia, for still caring about this city. However, for Castorus, Idonia's...
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus brings back will be first. Thereafter, if we are able...
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By Kephale and Talentin above, as the Theoros I have observed. Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue...
Aglaia, dear Aglaia. What has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as...
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa,
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me.
In that case...
In actuality, a past that...
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier.
Anaxa, you were in the...
Yes, I am but a living dead man now.
Have you heard of this tale? A tale about the ocean. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze until one day it barged into the top. Queen assembled. It was then that the princess was reborn. Worse still, the terrifying death had consumed.
Until? Oh my. It seems that you. So, according to your story, and yet, what?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for...
Oh my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really...
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this.
In that case, what do you think?
I think that this
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue...
Therefore...
A fable, you say?
I guess it might be the concept of...
Oh?
Huh.
What?
No. I merely...
Indeed. That... Of course.
If I imparted my knowledge of the... Would you use it to
What? What kind of strange question is this?
Let's... Oh?
Death is inevitable. And if such a mighty... After all, you... My time,
You shall wither, and through that, it is a pity that fate...
Is there no other way of interpreting those?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, I'm afraid. My sister is prepared. How absurd. What should we do?
Since Chaos is willing to guide...
That's right. Don't allow the fog...
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're... But these three people must not have left their names in the epics.
Amphorius' history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. I have long held 3
Calypso, and this warrior...
Regarding this man, Nias, are you confident?
Of course.
Looks like you have made up...
Yes. This is the...
Completely separated.
Please, young lady. Witness my fall and mine.
I do not understand.
Because this is our dust furthermore. Let's chat, young lady. Since there's still time,
Of course. This has the embodiment of Nikador's divinity. He entrusted his life to us. That means that what I'm
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true... If so, the chosen one of death that he
Polixia! Is the previous form of Thanatos?
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she...
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately...
finally.
Cheer up, young lady.
Oh, farewell. Although only a slip.
To be honest, I am just
Enjoying?
Indeed. And now I have reached...
But when you depart the mortal realm, separation and death are...
Finally, let me... The first time I returned from the battlefield, the calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield. It was late into the night by the time the bank... It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself, "Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside?" To my surprise, he shrugged it.
To someone who is... Now please, go away and don't block my...
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between...
That's exactly what life is. Therefore, young lady...
The embodiment of strife.
It is time for me to knock on death's... When that moment finally comes...
I knew this day would have been...
Are the both...
Polixia, I'm here. What? This...
This is quite interesting indeed.
Is this... Polixia? Is it... Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That...
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends...
Even if it was prophesied, do we have no say in the matter? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. I was the one who wasted your life after.
I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked... It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced...
How could my memories of you...
Well then, what exactly are we? I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will all... We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart, and after that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophecy.
If I imparted my knowledge, would you use it to resurrect?
Death is inevitable. If such a mighty power really existed, I even know. This is why, sister, in the prophesied new world, I shall go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl. I shall open, remember. As for the price of our...
Everybody, we've come to the end. I'm certain of it. Just like the flame chase. I believe that
this is besides.
Are their whereabouts truly in our world?
But the people there worship...
Take this.
This is...
The new spores. Remember? Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown.
allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure. However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, his life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul. If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint.
I understand.
Hey, child of human.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages.
I merely wanted to. If so,
Why not? When I was a child, now I'm merely forsaking my body.
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be a...
This?
Can...
No. It means that I can actually...
That's...
Lady Aglaia, please. You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with kindness, but I know this runs counter to your wishes. Honestly, the Titan could be very near.
Well said. You already had a world without
If fate dictates... Lord Mighty showed me that
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. Styxia. Go. Castoris.
I hate to put a damper on if Styxia is now...
The answer is quite in the mids. And if they could do that, I'll see you at Memorial...
Hey, friend! Is one a glorious... Well, moving... I borrowed a mountain of only 32... Really?
It's still early. Where to now?
The taste of celestial.
Lend me your strength.
I'll see you off.
Troublesome.
Nothing major.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. This battle is unavoidable.
Bloom.
Your assistance is timely. You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
You won't get away.
Eternal The dead return!
Lend me your strength. Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is not the dead return!
Sagacious discernment! Lend me your strength.
You won't get away.
Mimi.
I'll see you off.
Lend me your strength. Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Time for an over.
You chose the wrong enemy.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
You won't get away.
Receive divinity. Eternal the dead return! I'll see you off.
I have something for you.
You chose the wrong enemy.
There's always a weakness. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'll see you off. Nothing major.
Lend me your strength.
You won't get away.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Time for an over.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I have something for you.
I underestimated you.
Time for an overhaul.
Receive divinity. Repay.
You won't get away.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You won't get away.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
I have something for you.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Troublesome.
Sagacious discernment.
Bloom.
Your assistance is timely.
Repay.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
I'll see you off.
Time for an overhaul.
You won't get away.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Lend me your strength.
Time for an over.
I underestimated you. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I have something for you.
You won't get away.
You chose the wrong enemy. Nothing major. I'll see you off. Receive divinity.
Your assistance is timely. You'll pay for this.
You won't get away.
This battle is unavoidable. I mustn't fall.
I have something for you.
You'll pay for this.
You won't get away.
Troublesome. Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
You chose the wrong enemy.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Time for an overhaul.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Mimi!
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
I have something for you.
I'll see you off. Nothing major. I underestimated you.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Mimi! Mimi!
Time for an overhaul.
Bloom.
Much obliged.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Mimi! Mimi!
Eternal slip. The dead return!
You won't get away.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Eternal the dead return!
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
You won't get away.
Lend me your strength.
I have something for you.
Troublesome. This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
You won't get away.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them! Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Time for an overhaul. You won't get away.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternals, the dead
Return!
For your sins.
Trouble. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Mimi!
Perhaps you... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. You'll lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Perhaps you... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Retribution!
Bloom. Repay. I'll see you off. Eternal sleep. The dead
Return!
Nothing major.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
Time for an overhaul.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Barely felt it.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Eternal sleep is not the dead
Return!
Perhaps you still don't... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I have something for...
You won't get away.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
The redemption.
Nothing major.
Mimi.
I'll see you off.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm.
Bloom. Repay.
Judgment is here.
You chose the wrong.
Lend me your strength.
Barely felt it.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Time for an
Lost my